What is going on, everyone? Today we have the brand new release by Arrow Video, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Yes, there we go. Obviously new cover art for this release, and I actually really like that cover art. I like it a lot better than the 2003 remake cover art. Here's the back, shows you all your features. A few new features, and then of course all carryovers from previous releases. Take the slipcover off. There you go with that. There's your case. All right. Like any Arrow Video release. Yes, sir. They're printing it with the good stuff. And inside you get a little booklet. I love how they include these booklets. All right. And then a poster, double-sided poster, as usual. So, of course, you have on one side the original poster artwork. Witness the birth of fear, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. And then the new one on the other side. Of course, they always come with a little advertisement card, and this one is Evil Dead Rise. Want more Arrow Video? Well, go to there and get it. All right, and there it is. This is just a 4K disc. You don't get a Blu-ray or nothing with this. All right. And there it is. Now, for my little mini movie review, because anytime we do something like this, I like to give you my little mini movie review. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. If I were ranking the movies, which we will do a video ranking these movies eventually, but I'm going to spoil this one. It's at number 2. 1974 classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre is at the top, and it will never be dethroned from the top. But coming in at number 2 is this one, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Because I think if you're going to remake or redo or reimagine Leatherface and that whole scene and that whole vibe, this is how you do it right here. The 2003 remake was okay and all, but this, I would have rather had this first. We did get it eventually, but I would much rather have had this first, and it would have been like, oh, yeah, it would have been hands down my favorite aside from the 74 movie. And it still is now my favorite aside from the 74 movie, coming in at number 2 in my list of the movies. And that's just because it's so gritty. You have Leatherface. We see, unfortunately, how he comes to be in very disgusting means. He comes up and he works at the slaughterhouse. He's got like a half mask, obviously made of animal hide or something, we think. And then Arlie Ermy, he's out there. He's just a hillbilly. But then when he comes across old Hoyt, and Hoyt's getting on his nerves, well, then he becomes Hoyt. Obviously, we see how that goes down. Guy in the wheelchair from the 2003 movie, well, he wasn't in a wheelchair in this. He was up running around, no problem. Then we find out why he ends up in a wheelchair, and it is sadistic as fuck. Because Arlie Ermy in this is just absolutely, he's worse in this, in a good way. He's worse in this than he was in the 2003 movie. He is just one sadistic son of a bitch, and is just relentless. When Leatherface finally dons his first human mask in this mask in this one is just what I'm looking for. Rugged, raw, rough around the edges, fleshy, whatever you want to call it. This is the kind of thing I was looking for that we didn't really get into the 2003 movie. Like I said, how I felt about that mask in that movie. Don't hate it, but this is what I'm thinking about when I think of Leatherface. This mask in this movie is one of my favorites, easily one of my favorites. But as he's whipping the chainsaw around that guy, he gets a little nick on his leg, and Hoyt's like, oh, well, we lob that off so don't get infected. So he has Leatherface start lobbing off the leg. He nicks the other leg, like, hell, you got to even them up. Obviously, since this is a prequel, you do not get a happy ending in this movie, so you better expect that going in. They try to make you think you might, but then, of course, you don't. Of course you don't. As far as Andrew Bernarski as Leatherface in this, I like his portrayal of Leatherface in this actually better than the 2003 movie. Obviously, he had some time with the character. Now he's putting his own thing to it. And I think you get more of that nervousness or panicky or whatever vibe Leatherface gives off. You know, he's always on edge about something. You get more of that vibe in this than you did in the 2003 movie. So I feel like he's more true to Leatherface in this movie. Of course, you don't get a multiple personality thing going on with different styles of masks. But what we do get here, I like a lot better than the 2003 movie. And I like this enough. It's gritty and crazy enough that it is my number 2. Of course, people are going to be like, how is this your number 2? What about the actual number 2? We're going to get into it when I do the ranking. Don't worry. But yeah, this is my number 2 in all of the franchise. And that's just how I feel about it. 1974 ain't ever going to go away. 1974 at the top. It ain't ever being removed from the top. Bottom line. So, there you go. What do I give this movie as a movie? Well, I'm going to have to say it. I give it 5 out of 5 knives. I know it's insane to say that, but it's true. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 knives. Basically what I would give the 1974 movie. Giving this one because it's original, it's raw, it's gritty, it's definitely doing its own thing. I like it. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.